Lucario is overrated. Ha.
You're a fucking idiot.
In 2020, Game Freak created a poll for fans to vote on their favorite Pokemon. They wanted to do a bit of market research and find out which design was favored above the rest. Can you guess what the results were? While Lucario was not number one, it was number two. Now, why is that? Lucario is not a starter Pokemon, it's not a pseudo-legendary, and it's not a legendary. And yet, with that being said, it has more of a fan base than all of these types of Pokemon combined. So why is Lucario so well liked? Tip 1. As with always, let's start with its design. Designed by Ken Sugimori, Lucario is based off a demigod, specifically the Anubis from Egyptian mythology. The Anubis is the god of death, tasked with identifying the worth of souls. It's no secret that Lucario is based off this ancient creature. It has the same canine-like head, a bipedalism structure with 2 forepaws on its limbs. Its face loosely resembles a kakakara with 4 small dreadlock-like appendages on the back of its head. These are used to sense auras. Lucario's fur is predominantly blue and black, and its similarity to dogs cannot be overstated either. As often, what sells a Pokemon design to the fans is the animal that it's based off of. Anthropomorphic animals have been a staple in art, culture, and religion throughout most of human history. And as a result, these creatures resonate much more deeply within humans through the philosophical underpinnings they present in a wide variety of stories. The primary aspect of what makes a Pokemon well-liked is its design. It has to resonate with the individual, either because it's based off a popular animal or because of the attitude the design portrays. Lucario is that perfect blend, with a design based off a demigod and the same energy that a Pokemon like Mewtwo has. Lucario's Pokédex entry states, by catching the aura emanating from others, it can read their thoughts and movements. Its Pokédex entry in the Heart Gold and Soul Silver varieties also read, it said that no foe can remain invisible to Lucario, since it can detect auras. These Pokédex entries do a great job of depicting the archetype Lucario was molded after, a demigod that senses auras, similar to the Anubis that it was based off of. There's no doubt in my mind that Lucario was loosely molded to be Gen 4's Mewtwo, with both a similar design and personality. Tip 2. Its competitive prowess. Steel and fighting is a dangerous type combination, which Lucario is. Steel being the best type in the game and fighting being top tier as well. Lucario can also learn psychic moves and has a really high special attack stat. Couple this with its great abilities and it's evident why Lucario is such a threat. When first released, it was a top tier talent, no doubt, but as the years have gone on, Lucario has made less and less appearances in competitive Uber tiers. However, even with that being stated, its Mega Form was so good it got banned altogether, so clearly it's a threat. Tip 3. Promotion. Ken specifically states that Lucario was a difficult Pokemon to design, specifically because he tried to find an overlap that would make it appealing to both Japanese and American audiences, hence the name Lucario, which is the same in both American and Japanese. With that said, Lucario is another one of those Pokemon that was heavily promoted by Game Freak. It has made appearances in 2 Smash games, every Pokemon game since its debut in Gen 4, and is a playable character in Pokken. On top of that, it is one of the only Pokemon to star in its own movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, a critically acclaimed film that had a dramatic effect on its popularity. Its lore, backstory, aura ability, and eventual death in the movie all pulled on the heartstrings of viewers and exploded Lucario's popularity as a result. This was the first Pokemon movie that was not focused on a legendary, which just led to the creation of more buzz. Because this was so out of line for Game Freak, there was immense speculation centered around Lucario, with Pokemon fans far and wide debating whether or not Lucario was a legendary. This, of course, is a great example of marketing, a tactic used to generate discussion and get more attention on your product. And this worked tremendously, as Game Freak wanted to create some speculation about the 4th generation by introducing a new Pokemon that they hadn't yet established as a legendary or not. With the release of each new generation, Game Freak picks a handful of Pokemon that usually act as the mascot for the next generation. In Gen 4, it was Lucario, whose first appearance had you hatch Riolu, its first form, from an NPC gift egg. This was the only way to obtain Lucario in the game, with it not being findable in the wild. Through this stunt by the game designers, scarcity, a principle of persuasion, was used to its fullest extent. Anything that is harder to find or scarcer to obtain is seen as more valuable. Only being able to get one legendary is part of the reason why legendary Pokemon are considered so much valuable than other types. In this way, Lucario is the same. Making it only obtainable in one way made the Pokemon seem more valuable as a result. The Smash effect is also a marketing push Game Freak uses to promote their mons further, with the skill of players acting as a method to further promote the Pokemon that make it into these games. In Smash, Sue, widely considered the best Lucario player in the world, is currently ranked 35th on the experimental Smash player rankings and was formerly ranked 32nd on the Japan player rankings, again boosting Lucario's marketability. And finally, tip 4, social proof. My last point behind what makes Lucario so well received is one that can apply to any of the most popular Pokemon: social proof. Since it appeared in the Pokemon series, Lucario has received universal acclaim from critics, and as far as social proof goes, the more people like something, the more other people will like that thing as well. Beckett, Pokemon unofficial collector Sean Cooper, stated that Lucario had grown popular in recent years due to its starring role in its own movie and its appearance in Smash. Kevin Slacky of Pace listed Lucario as the 29th best Pokemon of all time. Official Nintendo magazine writer Thomas East included it in his list of some of the coolest Pokemon, further stating that it also happens to be one of the very best looking. Games Radar described it as the Bruce Lee of Pokemon. IGN readers voted Lucario as the 9th best Pokemon of all time. Dale Bashir of IGN described Lucario as the most important Pokemon that impacted the franchise's history, and further stated it rose through popularity to become one of the most beloved Pokemon of all time. Steven Bogus of The Escapist listed Lucario as 10th on his favorite Pokemon list, describing it as one of the most recognizable faces of the franchise. And I can go on, but all these are just the tip of the iceberg. With so many people swooning over Lucario, it's not hard for other people to do the same. In the Pokemon of the Year poll held by the Pokemon Company, Lucario was voted the most popular Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl, receiving 102,259 votes. It was also the second most popular Pokemon overall. As you can see, Lucario has been given great praise, years and years after its initial release. And at the end of the day, some Pokemon are just made to be popular, as this guy summarizes perfectly.